have something interesting to offer to others, people will listen to you, and then they will lose interest in you very quickly. So here I am today, 4 minutes speaking about myself. How boring could that be? But don't worry, if there are only a few things that you should get from my 4-minute speech, that is my name. My name is Giao, and the two sides of me. I'm a greedy explorer and a practical dreamer who you can always come to when you're lazy to do your reading for work or for class, or you just want someone to accompany you to any community service activity. So first of all, I'm a greedy explorer. By that, I mean the greed to understand more and to find out more about everything and everything in this life, because I believe that everything is closely connected. And having the knowledge from one field will always allow us to deal with problems or to face any situations in another field. And by that, I believe in seeking knowledge for the sake of it as an end, as well as a means to help us solve any problems. So far, I have developed a very strong interest in human psychology and how our brain and our thinking system works. And because I was really amazed by the extent to which it affects our everyday lives. And another interest I had developed is to read academic journals and K-laws, which many would think is very weird. So remember back in universities when you need to do a lot of readings with every article lasting more than 20 pages, and it takes you like half an hour just to finish one page. I actually do enjoy reading that, but don't judge me, I'm not a bookworm. I actually really enjoy because of the beauty of the language, and especially for law, for legal argument, it's very challenging that you can spot or you can evaluate an argument and find out any loopholes or any unsolved point. And it's very rewarding to me to read that. Second point, I'm a practical dreamer. So is it very paradoxical, practical and dreamer? Actually, it's not that paradoxical as it may sound, because I believe in the power of dreams and the steps that we take to achieve them. Okay, these steps are the ones that separate the practical dreamers from the pure dreamer. I used to be very cynical and laugh at myself a lot, because one of the very few things that I would like to have in my perfect world is a world that has a very narrow gap between the rich and the poor, and that justice is always served. However, during my trip back in Vietnam 2 years ago, I met this blind boy. His name is Zan. Yeah, and he was someone that changed my mind, because despite all the unfavorable conditions, he has a very positive attitude towards his career as a singer-songwriter. Despite being blind, he taught himself how to play the organ, and despite being ridiculed by all his friends, because he always stick to his radio to listen to music and news, he always seemed happy, and he practiced such almost perfect English pronunciation of every word that I know. And he once told me that I don't want to be a mediocre singer, I must be a good one. And that really affected me a lot. So I want to have a world that is full of justice, that has a very narrow gap between the rich and the poor. I don't wish for it. It makes me want to be a part of it. So now I have taken my little steps one by one. I'm currently involved in a project that help migrant workers to have their special pass delivered, and I'm also helping teaching domestic workers computer skills for their business. So these are the steps that I have taken. And in the future, if any of you have any interest, or you want to have a social cause, or you want to have a social initiative, you can come to me. I'm sure we can work it out. So to contribute our best for a good cause. So that's basically me. Okay, two sides of me: a creative explorer and a practical dreamer.